So, ESPN released the top 21 tight ends according to votes from executives, scouts, and coaches. And in that list of top 21 tight ends, Mike Gesicki did not find his name once. That's right, 21 tight ends ranked, and not a single executive, scout, or whoever thought Mike Gesicki should be on that list, which is insane. Now, we're bringing back spreadsheet first stop Bengals, which I used to always love to show spreadsheets and videos, and I'm going to do that with this video because it gives you a little bit more context to how good they did last year and where they're ranked this year. So, Mike Gesicki is not ranked in the top 21, which I still find crazy. He put up 66 receptions, 655 yards last year. Looking at it compared to, again, Brock Bowers, I get it. I'm not saying Mike Gesicki would be the number one tight end in the league. I don't think he would be. I don't think Mike Gesicki is a top 5 tight end in the league. I think he is a top 10, 1,000%, but top 5, okay, whatever. I would even say the Travis Kelce's of the world anymore. I don't know if he would be top 5 in all honesty, but he is ranked top 5. A little bit of that is the name is holding a lot of weight. I still think Kelce is a top 10 tight end. I just wouldn't say top 5 anymore. Brock Bowers is obviously the best tight end in the league. 112 receptions, 1,194 yards last year. Outside of his dang mind. Now, a lot of that is because he has poor quarterback play. Now, he's a great tight end, don't get me wrong. But poor quarterback play means that they're probably going to check it down to the tight end a lot. They're going to really rely heavily on the tight end. So, it did help out. But even on any team you put Brock Bowers on, he's going to be a stud. It doesn't matter. You know, if you put him on the Bengals instead of having Myles Murphy, would also be really good. Just, food for thought. George Kittle, number 2. Sam Laporta, number 3. Number 4, Trey McBride. Number 5, Kelce. Right? Whatever. I'm not really... First off, I'm not even going to argue the Kelce or Mike Gesicki route because his name being Travis Kelce, just the name alone, carries more merit than anything Mike Gesicki could ever do. Then that name is like, oh, he's the guy. But then 6 to 10 interests me a lot. So, starting off right away, do I think Mark Andrews right now is better than Mike Gesicki? No, I don't. I really don't right now. Not at this moment in time. Now, you asked me a year ago. Maybe I would have a different opinion. 2 years ago, absolutely I have a different opinion. 3 years ago, not even a question. But Mark Andrews is going downhill. He's still a great tight end. He's still an amazing tight end. But I don't think he's better than Mike Gesicki. He had 10 less receptions last year, and he had a total of 8 more yards. TJ Hawkinsocks. Do I think TJ Hawkinsocks is better than Mike Gesicki? I think they're pretty even. I would say TJ Hawkinsocks and Mike Gesicki. Yes, I know it's TJ Hawkinson. I call him Hawkinsocks because I don't know why. I just do. But I think they're pretty equal, Mike Gesicki and TJ Hawkinson. Isaiah Likely, I would rather have Mike Gesicki than Isaiah Likely. I think Isaiah Likely is still a great tight end, and I'd still put him in my top 15. But where would I slot in Mike Gesicki? Probably right after Mark Andrews. I might put TJ Hawkinson 7. I think 8 should be where we see Mike Gesicki fall in. I think he's a top 10 tight end. Maybe not a top 5, but a top 8. I think he should easily be number 8. And I think this is ridiculous that we're even talking about 21 tight ends here, and we're not bringing up Gesicki. Now, I get it. Listen, okay, whatever. Like, I'm biased, right? Because I'm a Bengals fan. No, I'm not even being biased here. This is just logical. Look at what he put out last year. Look at him as a receiving tight end. He's 1,000% a top 10. At a position that usually isn't the greatest, especially compared to receivers, the tight end position always seems to lack a little bit. Don't get me wrong, though, there are a lot of good options now. The league has definitely improved a lot. Back in the day, we had Kelvin Benjamin going from wide receiver to tight end because of how bad the tight end market really was. But looking at this list, I mean, would I rather have Mike Gesicki or Isaiah Likely? Mike Gesicki. Dallas Goedert, Mike Gesicki. David Njoku, Mike Gesicki. Dalton Kincaid. That one I would say even because Dalton's so young that he could develop into something else. So that a little bit on the more because he's young side. Pat Freiermuth. I'd rather have Mike Gesicki than Pat Freiermuth. I'd rather have Mike Gesicki than Hunter Henry, Evan Ingram, Cole Kmet, Jake Ferguson, Jonnu Smith, Dalton Schultz, Tucker Kraft. I'd rather have Mike Gesicki. And to finish off this list, they have Kyle freaking Pitts. Yes, Mr. They don't know what to do with you, Kyle Pitts, over Mike Gesicki, which I just mentally, I can't even fathom that one. Listen, Kyle Pitts has all the ability in the world. Kyle Pitts, you put him on the right system, on the right team, on the right whatever, he is going through the roof. But the Falcons have done everything humanly possible not to utilize him in the correct orientation, not to make him have the best situation possible. And because of that, I can only rank him where he's at. And he's at a bad situation. So I understand he is number 20. But again, you cannot tell me, given the situation, given the circumstances, he's better than Mike Gesicki. Juwan Johnson, not even close. I'd rather have Mike Gesicki any day. Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is a timeless masterpiece of a man. But no, I'd rather have Mike Gesicki. So I say number 8. I think number 8 is generous. I think that is right where I would slot him in. And I think if you slot him in number 8, I don't know how many people would complain. I think there would be some people complain, obviously, because he's a Bengal. But outside of the people who just hate the Bengals, I don't think anyone else would complain. So, shout out to ESPN. Shout out to Spreadsheet First Stop Bengals. I don't know. I'm going to bring some spreadsheets out. I love making spreadsheets. I used to do them all the time for other channels for Excel stuff. I love bringing it out because it just puts the context in when it comes to this stuff. But, again, this is the list in case you're wondering. I just can't believe Mike Gesicki's not on this list. I mean, bruh, come on now. That is honestly just crazy work. Crazy, crazy, crazy work. You got number 9, Dallas Goedert. We got David Njoku. And then they have their honorable mentions. Which obviously this. And then, that's funny. I will mention, I'm like, okay, maybe he should be there, right? Mike Gesicki I don't think he received a single vote. So, also receiving votes are all these tight ends right here. I don't think Mike Gesicki received a single vote on all this. Which, again, it's just mind-baffling. Even if you're like, okay, well, he's not going to be top 8. Even if they were, hypothetically speaking, we're going to make him, top, I don't know, top 20, right? We're going to make him inside the top 20. Even then, I'd be like, oh, come on, man. He's easily better than that. But, they don't even make it top 21? I'm mind-boggled. I'm mind-boggled by that fact. But whatever, guys. Tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.